all I'm going to do is cut right to it. I'm going to do some toast. I'm going to do toast in it to show you how it browns, how even it browns, and what it does. Now, one thing I want to start out with is I purchased this, like I said, a couple of months ago, and I kept it about 2 weeks without this. I purchased this not long after I bought it. It fits perfect. I mean, Breville maybe should start adding this with it because makes it really easy to clean. I mean, you pull this out and shake it off and go right back, and you wouldn't have these things. They don't come off that easy. I'm not gonna lie. And I wish I still had and I may still yet buy a new tray just to put this on. But you know what? It's covered with this. It looks fine, and this works perfect. And I mean, you got to kind of fidget it to get it in. It's not, it doesn't. It's not as simple as just sliding it in like it would be if it were not there. But it's pretty close. Now, you do have to fidget, and sometimes I even open it inside, but I'll show you right here. It is in there. It fits to corner. No crumbs, no debris is going to get in there. It's going to work, take my word. So I'm going to get off this. I'm going to get some toast, and I'm actually going to plug a product too on this toast. I mean, it's just, nobody's paying me. I just want you to see this is some great toast, and it does fantastic in this oven, as does a lot of things do fantastic in this oven. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we go with toast. I made a couple dimples in that bread, but anyhow, the product I was going to say I'm plugging that no one's paying me. I just want you to know, the Sara Lee, I guess you pronounce that artisanal, I'm not sure, but that artisanal Sara Lee is absolutely great bread, but it does excellent toasting. I mean, it is. So what I want to get at is the machine, is the toaster. Now, there's a couple of things to know that you need to know. Like I said, it doesn't hurt to watch this. You can fast forward if you want to, but one thing is, if you see the way this rack is formed, you either turn it over or you leave it like this, and that's for settings on the front. Now, what we're going to do is set this in. I just want to show you how even it toasts and what it does with bread. And I mean, it's there's a lot of things to be considered. It certainly beats the hell out of a toaster oven. But anyhow, if you see right here, it says toast and bagels right here. And by the way, I'll do bagels for long. They are absolutely cooked to perfection. But if you wanted to use this same level, this same slot, and you were doing air frying or dehydrating, you would flip this rack over and put it back in. Now, I know I'm going a little far on that, so I'm going to let that go. I'm not going to keep telling it. I just wanted you to know that there's 8 settings for 8 different settings, or that you got to flip that rack over to make it the right height, and it means something. So I do it. All right, now here the next setting is and I turned the wrong one. I'm sorry. You go right here to toast. All right, now you set it to light or dark right here by this number right here. The other thing you have to notice is it says 2 slices. So you want to change that to 4 slices. I mean, all of this, it has IQ element is what they call it. So you want to set this right. I mean, you're still not going to walk away, and it's going to take some finicking to figure out where you want it on this setting. You might want it darker or lighter. But here's what I've been doing. I put it in the middle, because I'm never in that big of a hurry. When I'm making toast, I'm fixing to eat it, and I'm not going to go away. So, all right, I got it set for medium. I've got it set for toast. I've got 4 slices set. All I have to do now is hit start. All right, now, it's going to go for 5 minutes and whatever that was, 48 seconds. Now, I'm going to cut to the chase a little bit, because I'm going to come back when this is near done. But you'll see, it does more than just turn on elements and toast. It heats the bread. It does other things, like I said. And that's a thicker slice of bread. So I'm going to quit talking. What I'm going to say is, when it gets near the end, this knob right here, I can change the time. So like, if it's not where I want it, and that's why I use the middle one, because it won't be as dark as I want it. I just ease it up, and I sit here and watch it till it's exactly like I want it. And then I can turn this light on or off right here and watch it. So I know I'm going into detail with toast, but tell you my word, people, this oven knows what it's doing, and it does toast. You may not think you're going to eat toast. You will if you get this oven. But anyhow, I'm on a hush. We're going to let that count down and get a little closer, and I'll bring you back in just a second. Okay, I want to show you. See, the light came on at 10 seconds. It's not where I want it. So I'm going to move this to about, I don't know, 50. I'm going to stand here with it, so it really doesn't matter where you move it to. My point is, you can sit right here and get that toast exactly like you want it by adding this time or taking away, but you don't have to take away because when you open it, it'll turn off. But my point is, this is how I make perfect toast that my family really does love, and we're not toast eaters. We're just not. We weren't. Now we are. So, I mean, you can see, I got 23 seconds left. I can dial it to wherever I want to, and you can see I can let it go to wherever you want it. That's pretty close to where I want it. You know, this is more about the video than it is me eating toast tonight, because I'm going to do a couple other things. But I'm fixing to show you how even it toasts, and I'm going to pull this toast out. And see, I've added time a couple more times, and I could have stopped it right there. You know, it's up to you. That's the point. Now, I'm going to stop it because that is what I assure you. I mean, I promise you, it's some of the best toast I ever ate. There may be some restaurant somewhere that can get close, but for your house, now you can see that's lighter. Now you can see it wasn't completely, absolutely perfect as brown in all areas. It was a light spot or two there, but nothing, no crisis. That is close enough for me. I'll put it like that. And like I said, that toast at artists, I don't know how to say it, but look at that. I mean, excellent. I mean, it's excellent bite, the excellent chew. It's a good piece of toast. I mean, if you can have somebody rave about a piece of toast, that's what I'm doing. Artisanal. I don't know how Sarah Lee pronounces it, but it works in this toaster. But so does Sunbeam or Colonial. But that is better than you think it is, I promise you. Anyhow, we're going to cut to something else, and I'll get off this. We'll make this as short as possible and show you a few items cooked in here. Okay, so now I want to show you for what I primarily bought this oven for, and it's pizzas. We eat a lot of frozen pizzas, and it's excellent. I pretty much stay with that. Now, I will say this, that's when I was talking about the level, what it needs to be. Well, number 7 is pizza. So you got to take it out, and I know 7's going, for it to be on 7, you got to turn this over. So you turn it over, then you go on the bottom rack, and then once you close it, you just make sure you're lined up with number 7, and I am. So then, this is a great pizza, by the way, and so you pull your pizza out, obviously, and you got to preheat the oven. So this would need to be set, obviously, to pizza. It wants 21 minutes, so I've already got it set to 21. It wants 400 degrees. If you can see that in there, it wants 400 for 21 to 24 minutes. So we're going to set that to 400. We're going to set this to, we'll say 22, because I'm going to, like everything else, like my toast and anything else, I watch my pizza at the end. I don't just rely on it to cook and be done. I watch mine. So you could probably find a setting for pizza, toast, or anything that would be perfect for you. But I watch mine. So it has to preheat. So we're going to turn it on for now and let it preheat to 400 degrees. Once it does, this timer will start down. So we'll open it at that point and put this pizza in. So we'll let that do that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so one thing I will say, it takes it a little bit to preheat. It doesn't preheat really, really fast. So, I mean, maybe that's a good thing, but it's not super fast. I'm going to put it in just like it comes out of the pack. You will notice I have an aluminum tray that I serve pizza on. I put it on top so it will get warm to help keep the pizza warm. We've already got the tray set. We're at 400 degrees. I'll move this back to say 22, but like I said, I'm going to watch. Slide the pizza in, and we are off to having one of the best pizzas. I put it like this: this cooks pizza far better than the oven in my home does. It just does. I don't know if it's the convection, the size, or, you know, it just does. So anyhow, be right back, or not right back, but in about 20 minutes I'll bring you back and we'll see how it looks. It's getting pretty close to where I want it, at 1:45 left. So I'm going to pull it out and cut it and see how it looks and make sure my camera is running, and it is. So pull this out, drag it right here, let it rest just a minute. You know what? Maybe it don't need to rest. Let's see. But you see how the pizza lifted. I mean, I think it's to do with the convection. Again, it cooks pizzas better than my oven in my home. And my oven in my home is not convection, I'll say that, which is a good way to get a convection oven if you don't. But you got so many other advantages of the size, the energy used, and not heating up the inside of your house. And that's if you put it outside like I did. I mean, I built this table and all on top of my griddle for it. But if you keep it, you know, even inside, it still saves you energy. So anyhow, I'll let that cool off just a little bit before I take a bite. But you can see there's nothing wrong with that. It just needs to cool a little bit where the cheeses will set just a little bit. But I'll come back and show you what it looks like. But you can see already, it's a pizza cooking machine. There's no doubt. So there you go. I don't know if it's needed for me to take a bite of it or not. I mean, you can tell by looking. That is perfectly cooked pizza. You can tell by the cheeses, the pepperoni. That's, you know, you could have left it a little longer, you know, or took it out a little earlier. You move. It's like I'm trying to sell a thing. I'm telling you, it cooks pizza perfect, and that's really all it needs to be said. But it speaks for itself. I'm just saying, it's a great device, and if you like frozen pizzas, it's a really great device. But of course, if you like toast or chicken wings or a lot of things. But anyhow, we'll move on to the next product, which is probably going to be bagels. But I can say nothing else about the pizza. It's great, and it does it well. But anyhow, I'll be right back with something else. All right, last but not least is the bagels. And by the way, these are Thomas bagels. This is a blueberry, this was probably the biggest eye-opener we had. We've never ate bagels. You just haven't until I bought this. And this cooks them so great that we eat them all the time now, and that's the truth, and I'm not just saying it. The thing you got to do again here is you have you got to set the rack to the bagel setting, which is turned over, and I believe it's this slot right here, which all you got to do to make sure is close it and make sure it's there, and it is. All right, now again, it cooks bagels as good as it does everything else, but excellent. So then you set this to bagel. I got 2 slices, so there's my 2 slices. The 4 represents how dark you want it. I usually do it on 4, although, with it, like everything else, I stand here with it. You know, I'm sure you could get a number for it. This will be a little easier than some of the others. In fact, 4 will probably do it, but I'm fixing to show you what it does with a bagel, and you may, I doubt very seriously, or like I said, I can't really speak on them because we've never cooked them before. We've never ate them at our house. So we keep this right here. We keep some kind of cream cheese to put on them, and this is one we use a lot. But they're excellent, and there are a lot of times this is all we eat. My kids including, maybe for supper. It's not all we eat for supper, but a lot of times you come in, you want something to throw, you throw it in here and you cook one. My kid did it the night before last. He came in, he actually ate a cinnamon bagel, and we never ate them before. So my point is, it's really, really, it cooks a bagel fantastic, and as it does many things. So I'll show you what that looks like in just a minute and how it comes out. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to show you what I mean. Now that is a number 4 setting. That is, I'm not going to add any time or anything. It's down to 4 seconds, and that is absolutely perfect. And I guess my point of this video is, one, to review the product, but I mean, it reviews itself. I mean, it is a great device. It really is. It cooks fantastic. It does what it says it does. It's pricey, but it does what it says it does. And I don't think you'll get a bagel like that. And again, you could make it less dark, or you make it darker or less or lighter. You won't get one out of any other toaster unless, you know, you'll have to go to somewhere like I don't know, some high-end restaurant that serves bagels to get a toast like that. It is perfect. It really is. And I could have counted on one hand how many bagels we'd ate in our lives in this house 3 months ago, and it wouldn't, you know, like I said, on one hand. Now it has been, I mean, several of these since we bought this. Everybody loves them. So if nothing else, it has opened up a new product for us to eat, and we all love it. But anyhow, I just wanted to, like I said, just review on the Breville. It's a great thing. Now I will show you this right quick. I want to show you the. Now I don't know. It's a little tricky to get out sometimes, but not always. And you can see I cooked 4 pieces of toast. I cooked a pizza, and that. But I mean, if you cook, like, say, a potato, that's what drips on here a lot of times, like a sweet potato or something. It'll catch it, and then you just sling it off. And now that is, I'm not even sure I can pronounce the names of them, but you've probably seen them before. It's silicone. It is a little warm right now. Made in France. It's an EO2. I guess that's the size. And if that is the size, and you have to do some research yourself, but it fits the bottom of this toaster oven perfect. So if nothing else, if you have one of these or are planning on buying one, personally, I would buy that before I ever lit it up. The bagel, I mean, that, I don't know if that's not how, if they're not supposed to be any more perfect than that, but it works for us. That is a absolutely perfectly cooked bagel, if you ask us. But anyhow, www.jelly007.com. Y'all come back to see me, and have a good night.